making. Thank you guys for listening to me.
Sherry Hayes was the first victim of sick puppy peddler Gustavo Gonzalez to ever come forward to Fox 11 in early 2017 after her puppy Lacey died.
It was parvo, and I lost her 6 days after I purchased her.
Now a full circle moment for her 4 years later as she was in court for Gonzalez's sentencing.
I got to see him face to face. I got to tell him how it's damaged so many people and children, and not to mention how many dogs have suffered.
She's joined by other victims of Gonzalez, including Sam Spenny, who holds the ashes of her puppy Kona.
She always comes with me because I always promised to her that we would make it right, that she would come on the journey with us, and that her life would continue to matter.
Hayes and Spenny, just two of more than 60 families to fall into Gonzalez's trap. For years, he would sell sick and dying dogs to unsuspecting customers responding to his Craigslist ads, leaving dozens of dead dogs in his wake, most of which died from parvo or distemper. And for years, Fox 11 tracked him down and confronted him. Not once, but 4 times since 2017.
Do you remember us, Gustavo? Do you remember all the lies you gave us last time?
A staggering 57 puppies are confirmed to have died after Gonzalez sold them. He was finally arrested on dozens of felony animal cruelty charges in June 2019, and he's been jailed ever since. Last week, Gonzalez pled no contest to a count of selling live animals on the street. He was sentenced to 87 more days in jail. He won't get credit for time served. He'll be on probation for a year. He can't own animals for a decade, and he's going to have to pay more than $200,000 in restitution to his victims and to SPCA-LA.
It definitely is probably one of the most egregious puppy selling cases I've ever worked.
Captain Cesar Perea of SPCA-LA is the investigator who brought Gonzalez down. Perea says Gonzalez would smuggle the puppies in from Mexico, often infected with parvo and often far too young to be sold. And when SPCA-LA raided his Downey house during his arrest, they found puppy corpses on the property.
If a puppy became sick, he would put them in a crate and leave them out in his backyard, and eventually, you know, these puppies would deteriorate and eventually die. I think that was the most horrific part of it.
It's like bittersweet, and I'm still angry at times, but we got justice.
Carrie Grover had her heart broken in 2018 when Gonzalez sold her Raglan, a puppy that died of parvo just days after coming home. But now everything has come full circle for her.
We actually received one of the puppies that was seized in one of your guys' sting operations.
It is extremely frustrating because the only reason people like him exist is because there's a demand for it.
And to that point, if you're looking for a dog, please adopt one. Give one a chance. But if you do buy, do your due diligence, and please stay off of Craigslist. Reporting in West LA, Bill Malugin, Fox 11 News.